it's Jamie True, your local real estate agent, back with you with step number 2 in the home buying process. As you recall, in step number 1, we discussed how important it is to partner with a local real estate agent when it comes to buying your home. Now, step number 2 is how important it is to partner with a lender or a mortgage officer early in the transaction. And first of all, you might be thinking, I don't know a lender. I don't know a mortgage officer. How do I find one? Well, you're in luck. Your realtor has worked with many different lenders or mortgage officers through past transactions, and they have most likely built a relationship with a few of them. So they can refer you to a couple to check out, to talk with, and see which one fits you best. So you might ask, why is it important to have a lender or mortgage officer? Well, I'm going to tell you because there's a couple very important parts to this. The first part is that lender and mortgage officer is going to look at your financial situation. They're going to help figure out how much house you can actually afford, because that's very important. So they're going to ask for information like your pay stubs, your W-2s, tax returns, bank statements, any other way that you bring income in to your situation, because they want to analyze that and they want to figure out what you have available for a monthly housing payment so that they can ensure that you can repay the loan. So through that process, they will also determine a monthly payment based on what you're approved for. And then you can decide if you're comfortable with that payment, or maybe you want to reduce down what your loan amount would be or your purchase price on a house would be because you're more comfortable with maybe a smaller payment. And then they will go over also what goes into a mortgage payment, your principal, the interest that you have to pay on the loan, and then your taxes and insurance, because that can either be built into your loan payment or you can pay your taxes and insurance separately twice a year. So they will go through all that, they will walk through it, they will make sure that you understand each part of that. So it's very important to start that conversation with a mortgage officer or a lender early on in the transaction, because we want to be clear on how much house you can afford before we start looking. So through that, they will let you know, and they'll also let me know what the maximum house price that we can look at. And then we also, when we look at those houses, we have to look at what the taxes are in the house, so we can get that checked by the lender throughout the process as well to make sure that you're still qualified. So it's very closely that you work closely with that mortgage person and lender, and also the realtor works very closely with that mortgage officer and that lender through the transaction. So that's a very key point. But the other very key point is that when you actually go to look at houses and you're ready to make an offer, that seller is going to want a pre-qualification letter or a pre-approval letter. They want to know that you're actually a serious buyer and that you're actually qualified to buy that house when they look at your offer. So a pre-approval letter is a little bit more when you just give the lender, mortgage officer, your information over the phone, where they don't actually review your documents so closely. So they're going kind of verbal information. A pre-qualification letter is where they've actually done a soft underwrite on your loan. They've gone through, they've analyzed everything. They know that this is really what you make, really what you have in assets, and so that they can give a more definite answer on that pre-approval, pre-qualification letter. So either way, we're going to want one of those two when we go to look at homes and to make that offer, so that you can look like you are a serious buyer and you are truly interested in that house. And when that seller sees your offer, they will say, hey, they've been through the process, this is going to be a smooth transaction. So step number 1 that we discussed before was partner with a local real estate agent or realtor. And step number 2 is start a relationship working with a lender or a mortgage officer early on in the transaction. If you have liked my video so far, please make sure that you like and subscribe below so that you can see more of my videos to come. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.